Hey Greg, I just want to show you a video of the block and a concept about lighting it up and how we can get data or at least power and light through the blocks. Now, I've only done it for a single block. The Tetris-like blocks are going to be a little more difficult, but here's the idea is that I have, this is like a 2¼ inch hole here, and the idea is, let's see if we can get down here, there would one be straight on the other side. And I don't know if we can get this molded like this, but I've got this plumbing fitting here that's a 2" to 1" pipe. What this is simulating is a fitting that can kind of go in, snap in, but the idea is that this fitting, and this could be a piece we mold or build, that when it plugs in, it's flush. So when the units mount together, cabling would kind of come in here, but the faces of another block would block this and keep it sealed up. The reason I went with this fitting is I was thinking to get the lights in. I was really, it took me a while to come up with this, but I kind of came up with this. It's kind of like the reactor core, like the piece of plutonium, but I took a piece of 1.5" PVC and we had a bunch of these extra strip lights. I wrapped the strip lights around and just brought the cables back through. And the idea is that, let me see if I can do this here one-handed, is that when you install this, we just kind of put it through, and because I use that fitting on this side, I'm going to set this down for a minute. There, it just kind of fits into that fitting on the other side, and then it's sealed up. The idea is the sensors, everything, maybe we could get it inside this tube, maybe it's on the outside of the tube, but the idea is we don't need to get our hands in there. So what I did is I have 70 lights here, that I just kind of picked a number, wrapped it around. We'll have to play with how much lighting do we actually need. So I just picked something I had. This was like one spare like strip I had. And so let me light this up. Got that plugged in. Let me plug in my power supply. And there it's going. I just have it cycling through some colors. Now it's evening time. I got some lights on. You can definitely see it. The question is, how much do we need for daytime? And that'll be a balance of like how much power we want each guy to consume, so on and so forth. But I at least got it lighting up. Here, I'll flick the lights off so you can see it. So it definitely looks cool. Let me get the other one. Yeah, so it definitely looks cool, and I think we can get there. The problem with the Tetris piece is we got to make an angle, so I got to think about that. I'm pretty sure we can do it with the same method, and this would be really nice because we can come up with a way of making these like disposable, like the core, like you put in like, I think it's like the fuel rod you put in the cube. But all right, so there's some progress over the last couple days. I'm going to start, I'm waiting for the sensors that I ordered to come in sometime this week so I can play with the vibration sensors. What I'd like to do is get the vibration sensor or get the vibration sensor, the microphone, or something working so you can kick it. What I'll do is I'll send this one to you. I'll just give you this one and you can play with it like standalone and maybe thinking about it a little bit, and then we'll go from there. All right, thanks.